Hello, Tim Romero here, and in this tutorial, we're going to be talking about your host control panel, okay? And basically what we're going to start with here is the profile and the branding options in your meeting room. Let's go over to this meeting room where I'm logged in as a host on this computer and over on another computer as a guest with my name logged in as Tim Romero. And as you know, if you've been watching the tutorials, that's sort of so I can toggle back and forth and show you the host view as well as the participants view. Okay, so profile, okay, is right here, okay, on the this is where you brand your profile right here, which is, you'll notice I've uploaded an image there, and if I click to enlarge, basically that does two things, okay. One, you can actually put an image up there. It can be of yourself or your company. I just stuck a little image here that was that I had created for my Facebook profile actually, and it just fit nicely right there. You can play around with the sizes. You don't have too much room to work with. This particular image I think is like 180 by 180, okay. I just used my, like I said, my Facebook profile. Let's toggle over to the Tim computer here for just a second. And as you can see, that image is a little squished. It's displaying a little differently on this computer, and that's just simply because I've got two different monitor sizes, but it still looks pretty good. You'll also notice these lines of text right here. This online training session is brought to you by WebMeet Live. We will begin shortly. Please stand by. Now, one thing I want you to notice is that now the attendees list has been replaced by that, and I'm clicking there on the Tim computer. It's not going to go back, provided I've engaged it. And now let me get back over here to the host computer, and if I click on that, well, now we can take a look again over there, and you can see that that has disappeared for on the Tim computer. Okay, so anyway, the only drawback I see with that is if you have multiple hosts who are going to be coming to the microphone, well, obviously when someone clicks, let me turn this speaker down to, or my microphone down, someone clicks talk hands free, probably seen that message before, you won't be able to see that their microphone is engaged, but there's nothing, you can always toggle back and forth and maybe have your splash screen during your during part of your meeting, and then when you're ready to open it up for Q&A, then you can always toggle back to the attendee view. Okay, so now let me show you where that's done. Right here in the profile area. Okay. Oh, and incidentally, right here, if you ever want quick access to your meeting room link and you happen to be logged into your host control panel, this is that static link for your entry page. We covered this in logging in and in quickly inviting guests video. Okay, this is a, here, I'll just show you. I'm going to go ahead and copy that whole thing. Control copy, and we'll open a new tab. Sorry, I'm a little off subject here, but just so you know, this is where your static entry page is. Okay, so you should be familiar with this by now, but anyway, just so you know, right there in your profile you can also find that link, so you don't have to log into your room to find it every time, but you should bookmark it anyway. Okay, this is my host name, okay, for this particular room. You can change your password, okay, if you want a different password other than the one that we issued to you when we set your meeting room up, then you can change that here. Your name, this, from a branding perspective, is right here. As you can see, it says WebMeet Live, okay? So that is the name that it would appear under your image. And by the way, uploading an image is optional. Email, you can't change that here. If you need to change your email account details, you can contact us, and this is really the email where notifications are sent to you regarding updates and things like that. So if you ever need to change that, be sure to get a hold of us and we can change that in your account settings. Okay? Now this should look familiar already, because these are those 4 lines of text I was pointing out to you. Haven't played around with too much of how far we can go over with these, but this is where you can put those. You don't have to fill all of them out, but when you've finished putting your 4 lines of text here, then you just click this save button. I don't need to do it because it's already in there. And right here, this is where you can upload an image. Now you can replace this image anytime you want. I can delete this, and right here is where you choose a file to upload. Obviously I'm not going to do this, but if I were to do that, well, then you can navigate on your computer to where you have that image saved. Now, as always, whenever you make changes to anything here in this area, for example, you're going to want to click save. Make changes here, you want to click save. Make changes here, you want to click save. Okay? Now, keep in mind that if you're logged into your meeting room while you do this, those changes aren't going to take effect until you log back in. But there's an easy way to do that, and that's because since we're browser based, you log in right through your browser, and this is always your host login URL. You can always just refresh, re-enter the meeting room. Okay? I'm going to do that right now, even though I didn't make any changes. But once you log in, and we're going to go ahead and skip past that mic test, then your changes will appear on your page. Okay? So that covers the branding over here in your meeting room. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, the profile. Branding options, okay? I know this is kind of silly, and I never do teleconference calls anymore. I haven't for many, many years, but from time to time we've had folks who said, well, I want to use your meeting platform to push my PowerPoints, but I want to hold a teleconference call for the audio piece that people can dial into. So we've got the ability for you to display a conference number, and I'll show you where that's at in the meeting room. This default text greeting, okay, the default text greeting for the main screen, and here is the image. You can actually upload an FLV video as well, like a welcome video in your room. I'll be playing around with that pretty soon, so you'll probably be seeing some changes in my demo room. But let me show you where those particular items appear. Okay, number one right here, your main splash screen. We're going to cover how you can change that. Right here is where you can enter HTML, and if you click on were to click on that link from my meeting room, as I've just done, you can see that opens in a new window where people can go sign up for a free trial. Again, this is completely brandable to you. Okay, and then here is where the teleconference number, okay, is displayed, and you got 2 lines of information there. You put whatever you want there. It doesn't have to be a conference number. We figured that'd be a good place for it to be if people were using that option. So once again, you come in here to branding options, and you just enter whatever it is you want to put there. Save information. This, I forgot to cover this. Default text chat greeting. Where that appears is right here. When someone logs into the room, it says, "Welcome to my virtual meeting room." And I think I will use this as an example to show you how the changes. Welcome to my web meet live demo room. I'm going to go ahead and update this just to make sure you know what you're doing. Welcome to the okay, we'll go ahead and save that text greeting right now. Okay, so I've done that. I've changed my text greeting, and like I said, it's still showing the old message, but when I log back in, we'll see the changes. Hope you don't think I'm rambling here. I just want to make sure you know how to work all of this. So we'll go ahead and skip that, and now we see that it says welcome to the WebMeet Live demo room. Okay, so again, you can put whatever message there you want. This right here is the default text greeting for the main screen, which appears right here. Okay, now what you want to do, basically what I've done is I just created a text link that says click here to schedule your free online consultation today, and the code is right here. Okay, you want to make sure you use this exact code here if you're going to do a hyperlink, and you can see what I what I put in there. You know, it goes out to my free trial page, and then obviously you'd replace any of this with your information. And again, when you're done with that, you click save greeting. And right here is obviously this main splash image. Okay, now got a couple of choices right here for your meeting room, what people see when they log in. One is an image like I have right now, just a static image, or you can upload an FLV video. Okay, now neither of these should be greater than 800 pixels wide by 400 pixels high. Okay, so if you have an image you want to put up in here, then you can do that, and you do that right here. Choose a file. Once again, you navigate where you want to grab that image from your computer and just upload it. So and then obviously you're going to click set room logo after you're done uploading it. Okay, so that basically covers profile and branding options, and we'll be covering the rest of these: document center, create registration page, etc., and some separate videos. So I hope you enjoyed this training. If you have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to get a hold of me. My number's all over the place, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. So thank you so much for listening.